So what to expect for this week crypto market outlook? And of course, just now we have the consumer price index data just released for USD, then showing that the CPI data is actually beating up the markets. Okay, so most of the market are actually tanking now, and most of the crypto also are actually taking a breather at the moment. Okay, and how are you guys going to position yourself for this week leading up to end of this month? Okay, is the bull market over? Are we at the top? Are we consider, transitioning from bull to bear? Okay, or are you still holding? This is the most important thing, right? What is your conviction level, especially when you're into crypto, right? Is this your first cycle, or is this your, probably second or third already? But of course, let me assure you is that the cycle, I believe, is still on track. Okay, they are still looking set to hit the new all-time high. Okay, I believe it's just a short-term temporary pullback. Okay, because probably this year could be another year of super cycle. Okay, as one many mentioned. So of course, with the super cycle that is coming in as well, most likely there will be a lot of setbacks and challenges like this. So especially coming in from institution, they're trying to shake off those weak hands, especially people like us who are retails. Okay, so retails or weak hands, I should say, right? Probably being influenced by the media, especially those who are very fearful, and they tend to sell at a loss. Okay, so nonetheless here, move on next with the alts as well, especially coming in from Ethereum. As you know, that Ethereum is a bit shaky at the moment. As you know, that last year it hit a top of $4,000, about around 3.7, 3.9, not mistaken. And we are back around the same levels as well compared to last year. So it's like considered stagnant. But nonetheless, we can see, right, even though Solana and other altcoins are outperforming Ethereum. So don't forget that Ethereum has been around since 2017 during the ICO craze, ICO bubble, okay, where a lot of projects are actually building on Ethereum, okay. And then here we can see on this article here, right, Ethereum has still have a goal. Ethereum has still have an upper hand against other alts, okay, compared to the likes of Solana and the rest of them. Okay, the first thing that we want to look at is what? Okay, community matters most. Okay, Ethereum is winning because of community. Who is actually driving behind Ethereum? Very, very important. Developers, okay, members, and investors who have the kind of conviction to continue to hold, okay, and continue to believe in the Ethereum ecosystem. Because as you can see, there are a lot of L2s right now. They are actually using Ethereum to build, okay, all those smart contracts you are seeing on Optimism, Arbitrum are actually taking in from Ethereum, okay. So that's why you can see there are a lot of L2s right now, layer 2, they're actually building. So Ethereum is here to stay, okay, although you do not see those price action movement very much compared to the likes of Solana and the rest, okay. And then if you look here, okay, Ethereum's culture with that of other blockchain projects, okay, mentioning about Solana, okay, Solana do not have the kind of culture and community, okay. And then what's more, talking about Ripple, right, with the Ripple army, okay. All right, so yeah, if you can look at biggest perspective on what to expect for Ethereum. Probably short term wise, it may not sound so good, okay, on terms of price action. But if you look on to a bigger perspective on Ethereum alone, you can see there are a lot of potential. That's why we can see big companies like World Liberty Finance under Trump's administration, they have been accumulating. Okay, every time when there's a dip, they accumulate. Even BlackRock also accumulate. So you can see what the big guys are actually doing. Okay, so my message to Ethereum investors would be to look past the immediate price and instead search for intangible, like what is the quality of people in the EVM ecosystem. So that's the thing that you want to focus, not focusing on the price action, but focusing who is inside the Ethereum foundation. Okay, people who are working behind the scene, who are the developers, who are actually really building Ethereum as of now. So are the people working in the Ethereum universe, okay, people that I will bet on. Okay, so you're gonna bet with winners. Okay, although it's gonna take a while, although it's gonna test your patience. Okay, so these are the meta right now, the narrative that is going to play out for this year as well. Okay, so nonetheless, I think Ethereum is still here, and probably it will take a while, okay, for it to come back again. Okay, so continue to stack, continue to dollar cost average if necessary. Okay, because after that, once the bull market continues again, once the movement of the candle, or you can say that God candle comes back with a large pump, that's where the market will not give any mercy if you are sitting on the sidelines. Okay, so the market will never forgive people who are sitting on the sidelines and hoping and waiting for another dip again. So a dip like this right now, that's where you want to pay attention to accumulate or to dollar cost average. And then moving on next, we are looking at the spot ETF, right? So a lot of tokens are going to this spot ETF. Okay, we have seen the likes of Ripple and Solana. Okay, most likely are favorites to get their ETF for this year. But of course, we are looking also at Cardano. So Cardano, as you know, that they are American-based company and most likely highly favored by the Trump's administration. Okay, and of course, if you look at the sentiment as well, will be very, very much bullish if your company or crypto project is based in the US. That's where it's highly favored. So nonetheless, we can see here, right, coming in from the New York Stock Exchange. Okay, they're going to file the Cardano Spot ETF. This is coming in from Grayscale. Okay, so Grayscale also is another hedge fund. Okay, so they are actually filing up the spot ETF. So this could be very, very bullish. Okay, so Grayscale bid to launch Cardano ETF marks its latest effort to expand beyond Ethereum and Bitcoin. Okay, so as you know that Cardano also is one of the OG coin or dinosaur coin, you call it. I think last 2 cycles, they also been around 2017. Okay, during the last 2 cycle bull run. So a lot of people make life-changing wealth from there as well. And of course, the founder or vision, which is coming in from Charles Hoskinson as well. Okay, so you can see the owner also is quite steady. Okay, actually they're building behind the scene. Okay, they are one of the top 10 in terms of active development. Okay, according to the sentiment data. So a lot of people have been bashing and dishing out on Cardano. Why? Because lack of patience. And of course, if you look at the price action as well, it's pretty much similar like Ethereum, right? It's not going anywhere. It's been slow and sluggish. But again, who is actually building behind the project? Very, very important. Okay. So yeah, you can see here, 10th of February, proposed rule change filing. Okay. So at New York Stock Exchange, ARCA is seeking approval to list and trade shares for Grayscale Cardano Trust. Okay, so Grayscale will list their ETF. Okay, and they will need some tweaking here. Okay, to list it. Okay, so if the SEC grants approval, spot Cardano ETF will allow investors to gain exposure to Cardano without directly holding the asset. So this is a very good sign, a very bullish thing. Okay, so it's not a matter of when, but how soon it is. Okay, it is already happening. So Cardano is one, and then talking about Ripple and of course Solana. Okay, so again, if you look at the price right now, it's down. That's where you want to take advantage. Okay, that's where you want to really take advantage. Then moving on next. Okay, so we can see here coming in from Story Protocol. So Story Protocol, as you know, that they are actually in a testnet phase. They have a total about 134 million funding by VC. So I'm not sure how many of you have actually did Story Protocol. Okay, not sure how many of you did Story Protocol. Okay, so this project was last year, I think I mentioned to you guys to actually try. Okay, so now they're going to launch their token, I think tomorrow. Okay, they're going to launch it tomorrow. And why is it so important? Is because of this keyword here called intellectual property, IP. Okay, proof of ownership. Okay, a sense of authenticity. Okay, of the product that you own. That is the whole reason why Story Protocol can be a game changer for the IP blockchain, the first ever IP blockchain. Okay, that is going to come out very, very soon. I think this is also going to be another biggest hype compared to Terra chain. Okay, so yeah, you look here, they are going to launch their mainnet, okay, which is tomorrow. Okay, and then they're going to launch their token as well called IP. Okay, so what they do is that they help creators monetize content and protect digital property. Okay, so yeah, you have your NFTs. Okay, with NFT plus intellectual property will definitely added boost in terms of sense of ownership. Okay, so if you talk about tokenization, okay, which is coming in from Larry Fink, right, which is the CEO of BlackRock, he wants to tokenize most of his product, especially talking about real world asset properties, house real estate. So that's where IP also comes in. Okay, to add on for intellectual property, sense of ownership. Okay, so they are going to launch their token with a 1 billion supply. Okay, so congratulations for you guys who did this testnet. Okay, because again, this is absolutely free. Okay, so if you have missed out, then most likely there'll be another testnet or probably another airdrop again, maybe you can able to go for. Okay, so yeah, overall this is really quite bullish. Okay, I think a lot of big investors also invested into story. Okay, but this is just the beginning. Okay, just the beginning. So moving on next, we can see here coming in from those Gen Z or millennials, you call them. Okay, so if you can see here, during the olden days, where most of us will tend to lead on to safe haven assets like gold. And during times of uncertainty, we tend to flock to gold, right? Or to USD as a safe haven asset. But as you can see, time goes by. Okay, you can see the younger generations, or probably younger than me, maybe like 5 or 10 years. Okay, they tend to rely on, digital, digital investment. Okay, things have changed dramatically. Okay, so we can see that the Gen Z are more into crypto for retirement savings. Okay, they are not into stocks, bonds, or whatever safe trusts or whatever it is, right? So here overall we can see, okay, the young generation, okay, number of respondents belonging to other age group, which is about 51.5%. And then if you look at Gen Z and Alpha, which is about 48.5. So it's like a 50-50. Okay. All right. And then here we can see here, right? Do you understand how pension funds are invested to generate returns for payments? So I believe majority do not know. 72.7%. Okay, do not have any idea how is it being invested for future pension funds. So we can see, to summarize this thing, okay, I believe more and more people are probably well educated, okay, as the time goes by. More and more people will getting to know about crypto, as because of hedge funds like BlackRock, okay, are actually educating the masses, educating the public. Okay, why is it the necessity to have crypto into your portfolio? Okay, whether it is your investment or your retirement portfolio. Okay, that's where people will start to think and probably will start to allocate some certain percentage into their portfolio as well. Okay, so overall we can see, as you know, that younger people tend to have more risk compared to baby boomers or people who are elderly. Okay, because they are the one that have the risk appetite to go for this asset class. Okay, so nonetheless, we can see what's really happening. More and more global adoption is happening. Okay, probably give another 5 years from now, I think most likely it will be a peak or saturation, okay, in terms of global adoption. Okay, then moving on next, okay, for the on-chain analysis. So where are we right now and what to expect for the following year, for this whole year as well? Okay, so we are currently sitting somewhere around 94,000, right? Just broke at 95, so we are around 94. And then according to CryptoCon, are we still on track? Okay, are we still in the bull run or is it over? Okay, so you can see here, according to the Fibonacci target, okay, so the next target, right, it could reach all the way to 166K. This is by March this year alone, which is next month. Okay, so currently, right now, if we look at the market sentiment, yeah, you may say it's very bullish, very bearish, I would say. People are having this fear sentiment. Okay, but CryptoCon is still mentioning that there could be another chance, okay, for us to hit at least 166K by next month. Okay, so yeah, if you look here, hyper accurate extension, okay, in March, okay, usually falls on February, right? Okay, seems crazy to think about 166K next month, but it's not so far-fetched. Probably you can say this is, I mean, it's achievable, okay, but it's going to take a really crazy movement, okay, maybe coming in from the Trump's administration, whether to confirm on the Bitcoin strategic reserve, okay, and then whether or not can the Federal Reserve announce quantitative easing, which is QE, because at the moment they are not going to mention anything about QE at the moment until the interest rate goes to zero. So at the moment they are not getting the QE. Okay, so yeah, nonetheless, this is the possibilities of the price action to hit at least 166K by next month. Okay, so maybe it takes a bit longer, but the cycle isn't over and that target isn't going anywhere. So high possibility, okay, that we could hit another all-time high again, okay, which is 1 month from now. Okay, so that could be a signal for us to actually continue to start accumulating, okay, instead of selling. All right. Then moving on next. So what do we see here? Another supply shock. Okay, another supply shock that you should be also concerned. Okay, because what's happening right now in the hedge funds, okay? We're talking about the global reserve or Bitcoin at the moment. We've talked about OTC, which is over the counter. So currently over the counter, there aren't many BTC anymore, which is the only supply or the stock is left right now is only 140,000. Okay. Now what happened is that if MicroStrategy were to make another additional purchase, okay, and then OTC, BTC will be definitely gone, will definitely vanish. Okay. And then what happened if the US and other 15 states were to buy? That will add even more pressure, buying pressure. And then when there's no enough supply, what is going to happen? Okay. All right. So OTC, BTC was bought in January alone. Okay. This is huge. Sooner or later, when OTC supply dries up, market will definitely have two options. So what are the options that they can able to do right now? Hedge funds, what they can do? Okay. They can able to pay media to create another fight. Okay. So that the weak hands, okay, or retail people like us will tend to sell at a loss. And then they can able to scoop up. Okay. Weak hands transition to whale. Okay, or trigger a FOMO rally and buy directly from exchanges. Exchanges like what? Binance, KuCoin, or Huobi, or whichever exchange that you have. So when they buy from the exchange, that's where you're going to see a huge supply shock. That's where they can able to move the market very, very volatile. Because that's the whole reason why they're actually buying on OTC, is that they do not want to shake the market. They do not want to have huge price movement. That is the reason why hedge funds are actually buying on OTC. But compared to us, retails, we tend to rely on exchange because our volume is not sufficient compared to hedge funds that are coming in 100 millions or billions, right? So once that thing goes dry for OTC, that's where they'll come after on the exchange. They will buy in the exchange, and that's where the movement is coming. And then if you look here, the comment, 2.2 million only on exchange. This is not much at all. And how fast can this thing goes? Probably in a few days. Okay, if BlackRock and MicroStrategy can able to be aggressive on their buying each and every day, okay, or probably once a week, this is actually huge. Okay, so these are just short-term noise. Okay, what you're seeing on the price action is actually short-term. Okay, probably they are shaking you right now to actually sell. That is the whole idea of the game plan from the hedge funds or those big institutions. And then moving on next, right? What to expect some more. Okay, so if you look here, while most people are considering selling and everyone is calling for the end of magic internet money, also known as the bull market cycle talk, okay, it's almost never a good time to sell. That is the whole reason why I'm mentioning. Okay, when you see everyone is having fear and asking you that the bull market is already top and forcing you to sell, that's where you want to do the opposite, right? Okay, so when the real cycle top is in, nobody around you is thinking about selling. That is the thing. When everyone feel capitulated, the keyword here is what? Capitulation. When people feel that they've been given up, mentally, physically drained. Okay, probably they have lost their life savings by trading. That's where they will call the bull market top and they're thinking of giving up. Now, when the real top in, nobody even bother, right? Because they are taking extreme high risk, right? Double down, okay, or probably buying at the top as well. Okay, so bull markets are born to pessimism, grow on skepticism, mature on optimism, and die on euphoria. Now, this is the thing, die on euphoria. Okay, a lot of people are going crazy. You don't know what is happening. Okay, this is what's happening. Okay, when it's truly time to exit, people will be so blinded by the green candles, which is very true. Okay, like when the price keep going up, when you thought of selling, your mind will tell you, if I sell now, what if the price can go up some more, right? So these are the things that is really happening during the bull run. Okay, so new shiny bullish narrative that will keep raising the targets. Every time when you want to sell, when you raise a target, let's say $6. Oh, so now already reached $6, but you still never sell. Then your mind will tell you, since you can able to reach $6, I believe you can go another maybe $9 to $10. So you keep raising the kind of target, and then at the end of the day, you didn't take out your capital or your profit, and then you round trip again, and then you lose everything. So that's the whole thing, right? This is a real super cycle. Okay. that is really happening right now. I believe you guys also know, okay, what to expect. So yeah, nonetheless, you got to keep yourself alert, especially for this year. Okay, don't just believe on what people are saying, especially people who are new or people who do not have any knowledge on crypto, telling you that the bull market is over, but without any facts or data proven. Okay, so then moving on next with the airdrop. Okay, so airdrop, as you know, that story protocol. Okay, they're going to airdrop, which is tomorrow. And of course, for those of you who are doing other airdrop as well, this is also a lesson to be learned. Why? It's because they have this criteria. What kind of criteria they are looking at? Okay, just aside from the badges, coding badges, the number one thing that you should take note, okay, for airdrop farming is this called 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀 detection. Uh, so like for those of you who do not get your airdrop, like Plume, like those whatever drop that I mentioned to you guys, right, who've been doing, okay, why you did not get, okay, you see, story protocol, what they are doing, clustering algorithms, and then Gitcoin passport. Now this is the thing that if you do not get your airdrop, okay, if you don't get your airdrop, this is the number one reason, is your Gitcoin passport, right? Which is you need to hit a minimum of 20. Score is 20, right? Like Belinda, why you do not get Plume? Like 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀, why you not get Plume? This is your answer now. Gitcoin passport, you need to hit a minimum of 20 score. Okay, try to hit at least 21, 22. Don't just, make it to 20. So you need to have 20, minimum 20, right? To at least avoid this 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀 detection. And then factoring in activity across EVM chains. So not only on one network, you need to hit maybe Base, Polygon, BNB, and others. So that's the whole reason why some of you did not get. Okay, and you need to get it done. Get it done as soon as possible for your Gitcoin passport. Okay, so this is a lesson to be learned, especially for Scott. Right, you have 20 wallets for Hyperlane. So I believe you have to really start to activate your Gitcoin passport and get it done as soon as possible. Because once a snapshot comes in, I'm not sure whether they are going to give any chance at all for this. So the one thing good about this story protocol, they're given you 30 days. Okay, they're giving you 30 days to get it done. Okay, in order for you to claim the airdrop. Okay, you can see here. Okay, they're giving you 30 days to get your score up to 20 in order for you to claim. You see that? Other companies, they don't do that. So you still have a chance. Okay, if you are doing story protocol, okay, and if your Gitcoin is below 20, you still have a chance at least 30 days, 1 month to claim your reward. So that's the thing here for Scott and for 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀 and Belinda, right? For the rest of you who are doing airdrop. So this is a thing that you need to do. Okay, human passport, which is Gitcoin. Okay, proof of humanity. Okay, then moving on next. Okay, we have Sol Layer airdrop. Okay, for those of you who have staked on Solana, okay, or probably Sol Layer, liquid restaking, then you can start to claim. Okay, liquid restaking. So not sure whether 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀 and the rest of you did, but me and Scott also did, but not so much, I would say. Okay, liquid restaking. Okay, you can start claiming and then you can start converting back to Solana. I don't think I'm going to continue for season 2. Okay, for this one. And then moving on next. Okay, we have B3 airdrop as well. So you can start claiming for B3. Okay, also not much, but this is just what it does. Okay, and then next we can see here coming in from Live Art. So this one also another minting, daily minting on layer 3. Okay, on Live Art, they are also going to airdrop very soon as well. So they have also hint on the airdrop, right, which is art is coming. Okay, then, okay, so last but not least, we can see here for testnet airdrop. So this is coming in from Bluwhale. They have 100 million funding by VC. Okay, so yeah, what do they do? Intelligence layer in Web3, providing AI-driven insights to decentralized apps. So this is also one project that you can able to do, that you can able to start. Okay, so yeah, this one, the only task that you need to do is to sign in with your Metamask. And then you need to connect with your social accounts, like your Telegram, Twitter, your Discord, okay? And then you just need to check in daily, that's all. Okay, just hit the daily check-in. So example here, okay, I've already have an account here. So yeah, you can be able to start if you want. Okay, just paste the link here, you can start. Okay, and then you can able to, yeah, you can able to start doing. Okay, for this one, hold on, let me send the right link here. Okay, for Bluwhale. So I think Bluwhale is still new, so you might want to get started. Okay, you might want to get started for this project because this one is still new. Okay, send the link here, add it here. Okay, so yeah, all you need to do is just log in, click the link, log in your MetaMask, and then you just check in, daily check in here. That is the only task for now. Okay, for Bluwhale. All right, for Bluwhale, that is the simple task with 100 million funding. That is a lot, and it's only testnet. So 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀, Norella, and Scott, maybe you can do, or probably Belinda. Okay, and then it's Pearly and the rest. Okay, because I believe some of you are going to be very rich for next week because of Pi Network is going to launch. If you've been minting on Pi Network, then next Thursday maybe could be your lucky strike. Okay, for next Thursday, they're going to list. Okay, and then moving on next with the coin market cap. So we can see here, coming in from the 3.12 trillion. Okay, total crypto market cap, BTC is somewhere around 94.7. So it's down about 2.11 last 24 hours. Ethereum is about 2.5, still stagnant there. Okay, Solana is down 190. Ripple 2.36. Any gainers for today? PancakeSwap 8.69. Sonic previously from Phantom 4.69. Jito. Okay, so not much of gainers, but much more on bidding. You can see here, Celestia is down, Bitenses is down. Even Virtuals, AI agent also is down, 17.89%. Okay, most of the beams are also down. Okay, huge discount here. So if we look on next to the technical side, what do we see here? Dominance. Okay, we can see dominance actually downtrend. Okay, hit a peak of 64.42. So you might want to see dominance to at least retest back at 60.31 for a support here. Okay, so if you look onto the weekly, it is still trending towards the upside and it's still maintaining this level as support. Okay, at 60.5. Okay, so if the dominance continue to go up, then that's where it's going to be a big trouble for the alts. Okay, so in order for dominance to go down, okay, so alts or BTC has to go up. Okay, so what we can see on BTC now. Now, if you have any question, feel free to put in the chat box. I will answer it at the end of this technical session. So where's BTC heading now? If you look on monthly perspective, it is still uptrend. Okay, still maintaining above this critical support at 93.5. Only thing, if we were to break down this level and to retest back here at 71.3, will be a big issue here. Okay, and then your middle band plays an important role as well at 89.1 at weekly. Look at the daily time frame. Also, we can see daily now is still bearish. Okay, the only thing right now is holding is 93.5. Okay, 93.5 or this level here. Okay, 92.4. So 92.4, 93.5 is the level to watch for BTC. Okay, so at the moment, another downtrend here. Momentum sell, go back for the entry sell, breaking down. And then look onto Ethereum itself, so you can see Ethereum also is repeating the same pattern as BTC as well. Price breakdown, go back for the sell setup, and it's breaking lower again. So where should you be concerned for ETH? Okay, very important is the setup here. On the weekly time frame, this will be the critical support, 2.2K. Okay, 2.2K will be the critical support. And then if you look on next on money perspective, here will be the next level here at 1.9. That will be the huge area that it needs to maintain. If not means, then you're going to go down again, and probably a lot of people will be capitulated for sure. Okay, let's move on next to the Q&A. You agree that this cycle is different from previous cycle? Seems like crypto is very sensitive to economic news, just like stock market. Yeah, so as you can see over the last two cycles from 2013, 2017, and then leading up to 2021 cycle. Yeah, as cycles progress, market gets matured. Okay, it's no longer infant like last two cycles. And of course, we are looking at few million tokens are being launched every single day. So the more tokens launched, the harder it is to have altcoin season. Okay, you're going to have a hard challenge for your alts to actually go up. Unlike last two cycles where we see not many coins are around in the coin market cap. Okay, now with Pump.Fund comes in, any Tom, Dick, and Harry can just launch a coin. You and I can just launch a coin. So there is a concern here, especially in this cycle, especially on Solana ecosystem, because Pump.Fund is from Solana. Anybody can just launch a coin and then it get diluted. And people are actually chasing those casino type of coins, meme coins. Fast in, fast out. One night stand coin. Fly by night. So that is the whole idea here. Why is the market changing? Okay, and probably we might get only Bitcoin super cycle instead of altcoins. That is the only concern. Okay, so we're going to see how the market is going to react by end of this month. Very, very important. And of course, the support zone, okay, it needs to maintain, which is this level 92, 93, or 94 right now. Okay, because if we continue to go down to this level, it won't be so good anymore. Okay, I think a lot of people will feel capitulated from this level here if the price were to go back down here. Okay, so nonetheless, continue to stay focused, continue to only accumulate those high conviction coins, okay, which is like layer ones, top 10 coins, or probably those coins that have utility at the moment. So we have seen all those like Popcat, right? Down about 90%. Okay, look at that, down already, 24 cents from $2 to 24 cents. Do you have the conviction to buy? And then look at Bluwhale swap, also down also, I think. Down 91%, 90%, 76 cents to 5 cents, 92%. And then SPX 6900, is it alive now? Then it's a concern. Down also 90%.